On the Range podcast with Rick Hogg and Mark Kelley.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On the Range podcast with Warhog Tactical and Kelley Defense. I am Mark Kelley from KelleyDefense.com, and joining me, as always, is my co-host and friend from Warhog.com, Rick Hogg. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, it's going great. Big shout out to Recoil Magazine. We're out here at CanCon 2025 here in South Carolina. We've got another fantastic guest, a repeat. So we've got Chris Long from Walther. Of course, if you guys don't know, Walther, huge supporter of our Project Officer Survival Free Red Dot pistol training. So, Chris, appreciate all the support. Welcome to the show, buddy.
I appreciate you guys having me back, especially after last time. I didn't wear out my welcome.
Well,
or anything like that.
It was close.
It was close, marginal.
We had to convene the board.
Phone calls
had
were
a
made.
discussion.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, man. You know, we had beautiful weather yesterday. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more gray today, but it's still nicer. I'm in Indiana, so it's a lot nicer than being right there.
That's right.
It's probably 20 degrees warmer here.
Yeah, we were there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. All over the
ATK9,
place,
so
yeah.
It was,
Gotcha.
I hear that.
No, it's great. Everybody seems like they're having a great time. You know, we brought the race car out, so we got a crowd from that. We've got people. We brought our PPK Pro SDs or PPK SDs. We got PDP Pro SDs. We sell a lot of suppressor-ready guns, so this is kind of a perfect event for us. And
okay.
You know, like you said, thanks to Recoil for having us out and putting this thing on. It's super cool. Everybody's
Yeah, they've done a
having great time.
really good job here. Everybody seems to be having a good time, and we're supposed to get, 4,000 folks over the next
That's
couple
what
of
we're
days.
talking about. So,
So, yeah, pretty good turnout. So,
Yep.
so what are you pushing out there in your booth right down the lane there?
Oh, well, at this event specifically, obviously it's all suppressor-based,
Yeah.
and we've had the PDP Pro SD for quite a while now. I think
Yep.
we launched that 2 SHOT shows ago. It's a huge seller for us, and the cool thing about it is that it is designed to be suppressed. We put a threaded barrel on it. We know people are going to be suppressing it. It's not just compensators out there. So we actually include 2 guide rods, recoil spring assemblies with the PDP Pro SD. So,
okay.
It needs a little bit extra push when you have the weight of a suppressor on the end there. So we include one that's, I think, an extra 2 or 3 pounds of spring weight on there to make sure that the guys that want to run them suppressed can right out of the box.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then you also offer the barrels themselves.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah,
So
absolutely.
If you wanted to, if you own a PDP and you wanted to run the suppressed, just pick up your,
WaltherArms.com. We actually, I think, probably by the time this airs, we'll have our brand new website up, brand new e-store, and there's going to be a lot more new items coming to that as well. So,
Wow.
yeah, definitely check
All
that
right.
out.
Cool. So, as far as the e-store goes, are you doing firearm sales on there?
No, we don't do any direct-to-consumer stuff as far as firearms go, but that's where you're going to find all, the official Walther merch, probably the most reliable supply of like factory parts, like the threaded barrels you're talking about, dynamic performance triggers.
Yep.
Best place to go is always going to be our site, so WaltherArms.com.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
And then you talked. You had the PDP, and then you had
We got the PPK over there too.
the PPK as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, so we've got James Bond's gun over there, which this crowd is really into that. They really like that.
Oh, I bet.
We've got. I mean, it's the James Bond spec gun. It's the little black PPK 32 ACP. And then our friends from Silencer Co. sent one. Mason from Silencer Co. He came down. He's helping us out at our booth. So we're doing all Silencer Co. cans at this event.
Okay.
The Spectre 9K on the PPK looks straight out of the movies. I mean, it looks awesome. It's like the perfect little size for it. And then we've got some boosted Spectres on the PDP, and then they brought the Osprey as well, which is like that's like an icon from me coming up in the gun world. You know, for the last 10 years or whatever. The Osprey is that square-looking can that kind of hangs below the bore axis.
Yeah,
super cool. So they do awesome stuff.
What's the purpose of that? Do you know why they went with kind of that square design versus?
Well, it allows you to use your iron sights. Number one, it also looks very cool, which is an important thing. That's the hardest part. But I believe that was the original intention, was so you didn't have to buy. I mean, what was it, like 5-6 years ago? Everybody was putting suppressor height sights on their guns. And stick up like crazy, look like Lego pieces on top of your gun.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that with the Osprey. And I believe that they've got the V2 at our booth, and not giving anything away, but I've heard whisperings that they're working on. They're always working on cool stuff at Silencer Co.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's always working on cool stuff. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. And the beauty is with the whole, if you want to say red dot revolution, now you've got an optic that sits up higher.
Yep.
So these issues that were had in the past, if you're running a red dot, have kind of gone away with those.
Yeah. It is interesting. Like, I haven't shot irons in a really long time, so we've got a couple guns that are, because people do still like that.
Yeah.
We try and push them towards the red dot way, but guys still want to shoot irons, and they'll pick it up. They're like, "Well, I can't see them." It's like, yeah, man, with an optic, not only could you see, like you'd hit stuff with it, it's a representation of your front and rear sight alignment. It's real easy. But and that's something that we incorporate into events like this too. We try and give as quickly as we can in 30 seconds to a minute, like a little bit of an education. Like, yeah, man, you put the dot on the target, press the trigger without disturbing the dot, and you're going to hit what you're aiming at.
Yeah.
So, we get to use these type of events as a little bit of free education as well, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Speaking of upcoming events, are you going to be going to SHOT that you know of that you can announce? Or are you going to come back to CanCon in 2026?
We are definitely going to SHOT. We're still working on, budget stuff is getting locked in. We're here at the end of the year, so I think that's kind of like an industry-wide staple is, towards the end of the year you start looking at budgets. I'd certainly like to. We like doing little events like this. When I say little, I mean smaller than SHOT. It's not little at all. There's 4,000 people here.
Yeah.
But no, we really love getting to shake hands with the actual people that are in the community and shoot guns. And they're hobbyists, enthusiasts, stuff like that. Those are our people. So
yeah, this event is good because you actually get hands-on with the products, and you can get with them and explain things, and
well, they'll give us ideas too, which is fun.
Yeah, the feedback. Yeah, we get all kinds of feedback.
Yeah. Anything new that Walther's got in the cookbook that
you trying to get me fired, man? No, I can't.
Just some little nuggets.
Just a teaser, right? Just you don't have to say anything. Hey, we're always doing something. Maybe
we are always doing stuff that's cool. I'm aware of so many projects. The cool part about having so many projects is they're all very, very awesome. The features are super cool. Now timelines, I can't say anything about timelines because I'm not the one that's down there making them. I just take the pictures and tell people about the stuff that we come out with, but. I think before too terribly long there'll be a lot of buzz. So yeah. It's going to feel like too terribly long for everybody, but patience has its rewards. I promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we look forward to it.
Cool, man.
Where can people find you guys at again?
WaltherArms.com. We're on Instagram. That's probably our main social media outreach is on Instagram. Then we mirror all that to Facebook. It's at WaltherArms.
Yeah. We care about freaking the website because here's the bottom line. I know that IG will sit there and take your account like that.
That's true. And that's one of the cool parts. Not even one of the cool parts. I'm very excited personally about the new website. We're going to get a lot more educational opportunities. Lots of new blog posts. I personally have been spending the last probably 8 weeks on the road. We've been filming a lot of really cool, very different kind of content. That's something that we want to push going into 2026. It's really going to be a big branding year for us. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. Go by the website. We've also got YouTube and Vimeo and things like that, but we're going to make sure, and Panteo. We do a lot with Panteo Productions, friends of yours as well.
Yep.
I believe they're on Tubi even now.
They're on Tubi, yeah. So they're on all the, streaming platforms. The thing is, what we've learned, and even with the On the Range podcast, right? All these other, let's just call them third-party sites, they'll pull your content.
Right.
So, YouTube's classic for pulling our stuff. There was one we were talking about dog training. So, the beauty is by having, with Panteo is you can have them streaming it. You can direct embed to the website. The website, to me, is always my safety net. I control that. All these other platforms, I've got zero control. If you drive people to the website, hey, man, they can check out the cool merch. They can check out your parts.
Yep.
Hey, the latest and greatest products. Hey, whatever new stuff you have going on there. And you're not worried about where'd the page go.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Or where'd that video I record and spend all this time.
When we can talk about the 30-day money-back guarantee almost only on our website.
Yeah.
So we have we're one of the only companies, if not the only company, where you could buy one of our guns. Almost any one, except the Meisters and stuff. The art piece ones are kind of excluded, I believe. But go buy a PDP, go buy a PPK, shoot it for 30 days, 1,000,000 rounds if you want to. If you don't like it, we'll give you 100% of your money back.
Yeah.
Within 30 days. And if it's 31 or 32 days, we don't really care.
Right.
It's totally fine. We're cool. Yeah, we get it. People are busy. But, people go to a gun store and they'll pick up a gun and they're supposed to decide whether or not, this is what I'm going to defend my kids, this is what I'm going to defend my family with, or even just themselves. And you have to do that just by clicking a couple dry fire rounds in the store. Dude, we want you to go shoot the gun, get a feel for it. And if you don't like it, it's rarely the case. Not saying it doesn't happen. Sometimes, maybe somebody bought a full size, they wanted the compact. Or they bought a PPK, they're like, maybe I want a bigger gun, I want a PDP.
Yeah.
Send it back to us. We'll be happy to take care of you.
Yeah.
It's no questions asked, and as far as what I've understood, people even get paid quick from it. It's not something we keep you on the hook for 10 months or something while you wait for your check so you can go buy a different gun or a different model. Another thing, I guess, just while I'm here, we're doing a promotion right now. I don't know when this is going to air. I imagine pretty soon.
Yeah, it'll be soon.
Promotion right now, free C&H Precision's enclosed red dot duty optic, which is awesome. Again, like we're big on the red dot education thing. I know you are as well.
Oh, yeah.
Buy a PDP, get a free red dot. And these are good red dots, especially for the price of $0.
Wow.
If you go back in Walther's social media, there's a video of me taking one and beating it off of a skid steer, trying to break the optic. And I figured it would break, but I was just like, this is what it takes to break I couldn't break it.
Yeah.
Still held 0 after probably 30 minutes of throwing it at, dropping it on, and racking it off of it was an old skid loader.
Yeah.
Wow.
But great dot, especially for free. And I believe that it is I believe it's the crossbar footprint of like an acro footprint.
Yeah.
And you still get free plates with PDPs. So, yeah, go buy a PDP and get a free red dot.
How long is that going to run for?
I believe it's until the end of the year.
Okay. Oh, wow.
12/31, I believe is the end date. Check the website for full details.
Nope.
I don't want to.
And that's always the best deal, right? Hey, go to the website.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest struggles. Like I said, we can't talk about a lot of our promotions without getting, if we say free, if we say any dollar value attached, if we say, and that's our graphic designer is a great guy. His name's Jose, and he's like, hey man, I made a social post for our new promotion, and it said like from this date to this date, buy for this value amount, get a free. And I'm like, dude, we have to go through and redo the whole thing because if we use those key words, they'll just rip the post down immediately.
Which is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
Because as soon as what I've found, and I think we're on to this one, as soon as you say free.
Yep.
So we weren't even talking about firearms. We're talking about a free 14-day trial to the podcast, to our crew membership. Mm-hmm. YouTube sits there and says, you're selling guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we talked about dog training.
Yep.
And we talked about a free membership.
Yeah.
What gun sales are in there, dopes? So it's crazy how, the big tech AI censorship machines are back there. And who would think that the word free equals selling guns or giving away guns?
And they won't listen to reason either, obviously. No. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to appeal that stuff. And they'll be like, yeah, we know we're wrong, but it's our platform. So,
we'll do what we want.
Yeah, but that's, like I said, that's, again, we're trying to find not only bring stuff in-house, but we've got Panteo doing, hosting and stuff for us. We're going to be publishing. Again, we're doing a lot of very different content coming up, and I think it's going to be very entertaining for people. But, find it on our website, find it on YouTube while it's there, and then Panteo.
Is some of those things you've already filmed, are they already on there now?
No.
Okay.
No, we've been waiting for this launch of the new website, and maybe we'll even hold on to it till the beginning of 26. I'm not sure, but it's kind of getting back into some educational stuff. We want to highlight the community. We want to highlight Walther is very unique in that from the top down, it's shooters. It's not, business guys from the paint industry or the tractor industry or anything like that just happen to wind up in guns. We love guns. Mm-hmm. We loved shooting before we started working at Walther, every single one of us. So we wanted to highlight that. We've got, I'm an endorsed instructor through one of our defense division. I'll go out and teach people that you wouldn't expect classes, teach them how to shoot guns. Mm-hmm. We're really reaching outside of the industry. We're wanting to grab people that, just interesting people to highlight. It's actually a lot easier than I think a lot of people want to imagine to get very good with a pistol. Much, much better than what they are. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit there, and we want to kind of highlight that to make more shooting enthusiasts. And if they wind up with our guns, great, but they don't have to. Yeah. We really just care about shooters. Mm-hmm. I want to know that the public that I walk out into my kids with, the people who are armed are as good as they can possibly be.
Yeah. And I mean, you brought up a great point. People will gravitate to Walther's, right? They'll gravitate to that PDP once they get it in their hand.
I think so.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, you look at, we don't give out that many. I'll just give you a little peek behind the curtain. Marketing departments in any gun company, they're going to send out some free guns to a couple people. We don't give out that many at all. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the competition scene right now, it's a lot of PDPs out there, which is awesome for us. And I love reading the comments. People are like, oh, you got that gun for free. I send out the guns. I didn't send that guy a free gun.
Yeah.
They went out and bought it with their own money. They vetted it. They weighed and measured it, and they found it to be the best one that they perform with. Jay Beal is tearing it up in competition with his PDP. But then just law enforcement stuff for us is going awesome. Mm-hmm. So it is it's the performance duty pistol. It's all right there in the name. It was perfectly named. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah. I can't take credit.
No.
but it just does both jobs so well.
Yeah.
And the aftermarket for it has exploded. There's all kinds of cool options for it, and that's another thing that we want to highlight. I'm a car guy myself, so I modify everything that I own.
Sure.
I'm totally excited if somebody wants to get a PDP as a base platform and start building off of it. Show me what it can do.
Yeah.
I love seeing that stuff, and that's why we deal with Parker Mountain Machine. We've got a couple other aftermarket companies. We deal with ZR Tactical a lot. We've got some really cool partnerships coming up, hopefully around the beginning of this year, and you'll see those on waltherarms.com.
That's right.
Just as soon as that information becomes public.
Yeah, and you brought up a great point as far as like the law enforcement side, because we see it with the Project Officer Survival with your support. So we're getting officers to run PDPs in the Red Dot course. And probably one of the best testimonials I had from an officer was he did not realize how much deficiency he had trying to cope with the platform that he was using prior to the PDP. And it's like, dude, that's it right there. I mean, you look at, and I'll say it, and this might go against Walther stuff, right? But Mr. Glock's grip angle is not the best grip angle, especially when you're trying to run a red dot. To me, you're setting guys up for failure, where now you look at something with a PDP where you present out the dots there. It makes that learning curve so much easier just because of the design of the pistol. So
it doesn't offend me. I mean, I'm a shooter. I've shot
Sure.
Glocks, I've shot CZs, I've shot a whole lot of guns. The PDP is an excellent option in a market full of excellent options.
Oh, yeah.
But we love the features that it has. I bet you it's among the most ergonomic. I think that it has among the best triggers. I personally feel like the dynamic performance trigger is untouchable in the current market.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when it comes to reliability. That's something that we run into a lot. People be like, "Oh, have you tried this trick?" But then it breaks. We try a lot of competitors' products for fun.
Yeah.
Not because we're doing market research. We just like to shoot guns. But
Sure.
yeah, it's a great gun, and it's been good to us. And we have no inkling of getting rid of it anytime soon. Like we're just going to keep riding it. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. Awesome, buddy.
Well, we appreciate you being back on the show. And
Anytime.
you're always welcome to come back anytime. It's just a phone call away with Rick. So
Great.
Good luck to you, and we'll be down there, I'm sure, to see what you got going on there.
Yeah, we'll get you in the car and let you take it for a couple hot laps. Yeah.
You heard it, guys.
Yeah.
We're driving the
Yeah.
freaking drift car.
So anyway, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you go to ontherangepodcast.com and check out the crew membership, because the crew members always get the show continuing on their page, Rick.
For the rest of you guys, be an athlete, be dangerous, and we'll see you on the range.